So this is an initial kind of look at a procedural wind setup. So before I play anything, I just want to explain my thinking here. So I built this simulation of a map, but I needed a way to just traverse a landscape, cross these different biomes quickly or slowly, or just like, I don't know, a mechanism to switch and crossfade and parameters. Those parameters are wind speed, wind direction, and wind intensity. So I've got those set up here in a simulated range. So I'm kind of like going back and forth, and thinking about how from one master wind controller can we have at least per land. Yeah, I don't know if I have the terminology, but like highlands and forest and plains and underground have their own like wind, procedural wind that uses the one master controller. So got something working, and I'll hit this ambience. So this is the plains, and this is just wind currently. And with these will increase the speed, the intensity, and it's actually mapped to some faders. So, and they're all like all the planes, even though these could be different. So if I go into forest, it's a different wind. So it's the same parameters. Back into plains. So forest will have like the influence of this wind is going to play leaves and trees, right? But I want the foundation of wind just to be something like this. Same with plains. Plains will have this kind of wind and direction also. So there it's like from the left. Here it's from the right. The plains will have like a grass element probably that will be controlled by the controller and either spatialize or, you know, we can surround the player. Highlands, because you're higher up, here is snowy, and this is all just want the broad stroke. Underground, even though there's maybe little wind, just the tone. And if there was wind, you know, coming from high wind and going into something like the underground, it makes sense to just have like a tone. I have another fader here, which will bring up, take away the wind. This is kind of the current ambience bed, but it's not very noticeable. The other thing that I've tried to play with is kind of a stylized kind of wind, and now maybe it's not wind, maybe it could just be part of the ambience, because all of this system does bleed into what the ambience feels like as well. So I have this is currently driving our Wwise project. The sounds are implemented in Wwise, and it's just controlling the parameters and the switch container. And with that in parallel, I've got some sounds playing in Ableton and just in the forest. So there's another layer here. If I take away the wind, this is playing from Ableton, and I'm just, yeah, this is the forest happy. I'm going to bring the wind back up. Enchanted just has this kind of a vibe, plus the wind, plus it probably needs like, tree or leaves rustling. If I cross the plains to forest spooky. Yeah, see, spooky's got some of this puppy has a weird, kind of this weird vocalized, almost like a Yahoo vocalization. I thought that was kind of fun. More that I'm exploring. I just wanted to capture a little bit